What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's meet that 1,000 subscriber mark. Now, this video I'm going to be talking, well, as the title says, I'm going to be talking about the ESRB and why the way they rate games is very important. So, as you can see here, I have a rated E game, a rated E10 plus game, a rated T for teen, well, a rated T game, and at the top is a rated M game. And I put them like this not only to get a proper thumbnail, not only to get a better thumbnail, but I did it to show the range in severity. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the ESRB was actually formed from one game. One game. And that one game was Mortal Kombat. I'm not joking. Look it up. Mortal Kombat caused the ESRB to come into existence. And it was from then on out that every game had to be rated. So, I'm pretty sure we all know what I'm pretty sure what the rating system is. The rate. Oops, almost dropped my camera, which would be my phone, but the rating system goes from E all the way to M. Now, I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I bet there are a lot of kids that are playing games that they shouldn't. I mean, I did when I was younger, so let's start with Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball has an E. And as you can tell, and as you can see at the top, it says E is for everyone. That means this game is fun for the whole family. Now we go to Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed is still E for everyone, but you see the number 10 at plus, it means it's E for everyone that's 10 and older. What does that mean? It means it's still kid friendly, but you should be 11 and on to play this game. So, here we go. So, E for everyone, everyone that's above 10 years of age can play this. Now we go from T for T, which, what does that mean? Well, what it means is T for teen means 13 to 18. No, 13 all the way up to 19. Well, that's technically not true. Why do I say this? Because now we go to the sorry about that. Now we go to the last game. And the last game is Grand Theft Auto 5, and that has an M rating. M says mature 17 plus. Sorry about that. My phone was being stupid. But it reconnected, which is good. So, well, what? Well, what's the big deal? What, you know, we're kids. We should be able to play the games that we want. Well, and I do have to agree with that sentiment. I mean, if you buy a game, you expect to play it. But the ESRB does rate these games for a reason. Well, let me go through each one individually. So you can get a better understanding of what I Major League Baseball. Fun for the whole family. So anyone can play it. And it won't do anything to you. And besides, it's just baseball. Okay. E for everyone means it's family friendly. Then we go to the next step in the severity. Need for Speed, Most Wanted. I've played this and I can tell you that the reason why this is E10 is because you break the law. You do illegal street races. You speed and you have the cops after you. But it still says E. Yes, but if a 5-year-old plays this game, they really don't know what's going on, so all they will do is play this and it will be ingrained in their head that it's okay to do these things when it's not. Then we go from E10 to now T. T for teen. Now, this game is rated T for teen. In fact, before I continue, let me just flip over the back for a second on all of these. Okay. So, what does this mean? Well, if you read right where the rating is, it says mild lyrics. That's not too bad. It's the lyrics. There's a lot of rap in this game, and as we all know, in rap there is cussing, but mild lyrics. Okay, so now I'm talking to myself. So now E10, it reads here, it has alcohol references. Well, alcohol reference, comic mischief, and violence. This is still okay, but it's not implied. It's suggested that the kids that play these games should be 10 and over, so they know what's going on. Now, and even at that life, they probably won't get all the references, and that's perfectly fine. Now we go from E10 to T. And T stands for teen adolescence. Now what does this say? Mild blood, mild language, suggestive themes, and violence? Okay. So, I've played this. There is mild blood. There is mild language. There are suggestive themes, and there is violence. It's not a whole lot of violence, but it's violence nonetheless. Now we go from E10, T for teen, to the most extreme. And that is, if you've ever played the Grand Theft Auto series, you will know that every Grand Theft Auto series is rated M, and it's for a good reason. It reads here: intense violence, blood and gore, nudity, mature humor, strong language, strong sexual content, and hold on. I'm gonna have to get another Grand Theft Auto game. Because they all say the same thing. Well, darn. This one has the GameStop pre-order too. Okay. And the last one says use of drugs and alcohol. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that. But okay. So I'm gonna go through this. If you go to a store like Walmart or GameStop or maybe even GameCo or Vintage Stock, that I know I've bought many games, and I do know that the person that is making sure everything's okay will look at this game, see that's rated E, and there will be no issue, and the transaction will be complete. I know with Need for Speed Most Wanted that a cashier will look at this and see that it has the E10 rating, and the cashier will ask, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, is your kid enough to play this? And they will either answer yes or no. Now, if they answer yes, there is no problem. But if they answer no, it is by policy. Well, I don't know if it's by policy, but they always ask the question, is it okay for them to have this? And if they say yes, it's a done deal. If they say no, you gotta pick something else. Now, T for teen. Now, a cashier will look at this game and he'll look at the rating, and he'll see the T, and the same question will apply. Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, is your son or daughter allowed to play this? And are they of age? They will say yes. Well, they'll say yes or they'll say no. Basically the same thing applies. If they say yes, it's no problem. The transaction will go through. If they say no, then you have to pick something else. Now for M. Okay, a cashier will look and they will see the M, and they will ask if you're of age. Yes, no. If they are, no problem. If they're not, the cashier will ask, is it okay for your kid to have this? Yes, no, big deal. If no, I imagine the cashier will just take the game and put it back on the shelf. Now I do know, like at Shop with the Cop and stuff, I know this for a fact. At Shop with the Cop, they will not allow you to buy M for mature game. They will not. It won't go through. When you go shopping with the cop, your games have to be E, E10, or T. Now, why have I focused so much time on this? It's simple, if you really think about it. There are so many kids that are playing games that they are not allowed to play. The ratings are not just something that you go, oh, that looks good, I think I'll play it. You gotta take it into consideration. Because if you don't, let's say a 5-year-old is playing Grand Theft Auto and they hear swearing, they're gonna be cussing like a sailor because they think it's okay. Now, that's all I gotta say about the ESRB rating system. It's a good system, but it's just being ignored, I believe. I want you guys to listen to me really closely. The ESRB system is around for a reason, and the ratings do deserve to be recognized for what they are. And what they are is warning signs. So, just something to think about. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.